Hey, we back. I'm here on Discord and we have a bit of an interesting video here today. As you might be able to tell from this conversation on screen at the moment, there was recently a Discord Nitro gift put in my server. We can scroll up to that. We will be going back to it soon enough from Florets here. So thank you to Florets, first of all. If you are watching, good job. We appreciate that. Whoever did get the gift, I'm sure they appreciate it also. But we were discussing about whether it looks like a scam link or not, because obviously if you spend any amount of time on Discord at all, scam links are a big problem, and the majority of Discord links that you will see for Nitro are indeed scam links. I've got a picture of one up here. Did actually have to find this picture on Google, believe it or not, because I couldn't find one myself. What you may not be aware of about these scam links is they do expire after a while. They get shut down, in fact, pretty quickly. I had a bit of a look on the past moderation on my server, in fact, and all of the recent scam links on there no longer embed. They've all been shut down. Now, I'm not going to click on them to see if they work anyway. That would be an awful idea. But they no longer embed in Discord if I send it. So I'm assuming that it doesn't work. Do not try to click on them to check if it works, because that's the whole point of the scam links. But this is what they look like. You get your little message and your scam links, and it's going to have an embed that looks like Discord. And that is to make it look official, look proper. But what people don't seem to realize is actually that this is not what Discord Nitro links look like. They don't have embeds going to discord.com. That makes no sense. Or in this case, discordgifts.com. This is not what the gift embed looks like at all. And as we can see from the one we had earlier on my server, it looks more like this. So I'm going to be going over quickly the differences. There are quite a few of them, and it will be quite easy to spot if you're thinking about, so you can make sure that if you are accepting a gift, it's definitely real, and if it's not looking like this, it's a scam link, because it seems like people are actually interested in this. As you can see, I did suggest the video and people seem to agree with the idea, but I'm making it quickly, because I know that these things also expire. The actual gift here has already expired, in fact. So this embed is not going to look like this for much longer. Got to make the video quickly while we have an excellent example. So what is our excellent example? What are we looking out for? First of all, the first thing you might notice, this is not actually a link. I cannot click on this. This is just text. There is no www. There's no https. There's nothing at the start here. It's not blue, not underlined. Now, this is not to say that all Discord Nitro gifts are going to be like this. You could add like a www on the front of it and it would still work. But the point is you don't actually need it, because Discord is smart, and Discord knows that if it's a proper Discord gift, it can embed it without having to be a link. So in this case, there's no link at all. And so that Discord link embed thing is completely false. It doesn't even appear. The next thing you'll notice is that this is not just an image, it's an actual interface. You can see when I hover over it, it changes color, and the same is true for the button. That changes color when I hover over it as well. This is not just a simple image embed that they've taken out of the Discord website or anything like that, like we have in this case here, where this is just a picture on the Discord website, and it's been put in the regular website embed that you get if you link any website. You'll probably recognize this kind of format. It's the same as these embeds, in fact. You've got your small text at the top and maybe some link text and whatever. I've in fact done a video on sending embeds like this yourself, because you can make them yourself and send them using links, and they will look kind of like this. You could in fact make one like this yourself without any issues, which is of course what the scammers are doing. It's not difficult to make one yourself. Making the actual scam link that steals your account details is probably a little bit harder, but making the embed to go with it is pretty trivial, actually. You can check out my video on how to make general Discord embeds. Of course, I don't know about making them look like this. That might be a little bit harder, but you get the point. You get the point. Making a proper interface like this, though, where there's actually buttons and they clearly act like buttons, that's not actually possible. You can't do that in Discord. So you will never see something like this. You may also notice that this is a lot wider than a normal embed. Embeds do have width limits, and this is actually above it. You cannot get a regular website embed be this wide. So if you see something this wide, then you know it's real. Not to mention the fact that actually, you see how my mouse is still the clicker thing, whereas here it's not. This actually goes the whole width of the screen almost, right up until the end here where the text stops, and I can still click on it over there and it's going to open up my Discord Nitro. I've got streamer mode on, so you can't see it, but you can tell that even this over here is still linking to it, right? The width is not an issue on this one, whereas on the scam links, they are hard limited to the embed limit. You also have your little expires in timer here, which will actually count down and be displayed, because again, this is not just a regular embed that's an image. This is actually an interface in itself. There's some JavaScript behind this that changes the color and changes the timer and stuff like that. So this is going to be dynamically changing while you're looking at it, whereas the scam links obviously won't. It's not nearly as professional. And lastly, yeah, of course, if you do click on it as I just did, you can click anywhere here. It's going to take you to your actual Nitro thing. Now, obviously, you don't want to be clicking on scam links to see where they'll take you, because as soon as they open Chrome, you've been scammed and your Discord account is gone. So I wouldn't advise clicking on it to check if it's real. That doesn't help. But yeah, it's worth noting that these don't actually open Chrome or anything like that. You'll find a lot of the time on Discord, actually, I don't think this does it in the Discord app. It might. It definitely does in browser. It might not on mobile either. But if you do click on it, a lot of the time it will pop up with a window that says, this is taking you to discordgifts.com or whatever. Are you sure you want to proceed? If that menu comes up, it's a scam link. Don't bother, because the actual links just take you to your user settings, right? They don't take you to a website at all. So if you do get to the point where you're clicking on the link anyway and it opens up that menu, you know it's definitely wrong. Mobile, by the way, if you are on mobile, it's still going to look like this. It's still going to look the same. The whole mouse changing icon is obviously not going to be something that you can use on mobile. But in general, this whole interface is going to look the same on mobile. You're going to have your accept button. So you can use pretty much the same logic there when you're on mobile. In general, of course, the advice that everyone gives is just not to click on links from strangers. Even if it's someone that you think you know sending you a random Discord Nitro link, you can always just ask them, hey, why are you sending this, or something like that. Check they are who they say they are. I know that there was a server here, Cyrex, which I'm a moderator on, a few months ago. The only, in fact, admin on this server managed to get his account hacked, sent round some Discord scam links, and we all trusted him pretty heavily. He's sent a lot of announcements in the server before warning people about getting scammed, so we all think, oh, this guy would never possibly get scammed by a scam link. But even then, it's best to check. And there was, in fact, one person on here that upon receiving the link from him thought to ask him what the name of his dog was, which, of course, the scammer couldn't answer. So then we knew it was a scam link. Don't be afraid to do that kind of thing. If you do receive a link for something like this that you weren't expecting, then potentially just make sure that you're speaking who you think you're speaking to. Before clicking on the link. I'm sure no one will think badly of you for something like that. But yeah, in general, they're a lot easier to tell apart than you might have expected. The scam links, just when you think about it, they don't really look similar at all. Yes, they link to the Discord site in the embed, but it's not real, you know, and it's not nearly as professional. So don't click on them. Anyway. I think that's quite long enough waffling about random interfaces. I will once again thank Floritz for the Nitro that he gifted onto my server. I still don't know who got that, but whoever it was, I'm sure they're very happy with it. And if you want free Nitro, probably don't join my server, because this is a rarity. It doesn't happen very often. But join my server anyway. Hey, how's about that? Link for that's in the description, obviously. But I'm going to shut up now. We don't do self-promotion here. Well, bye.